Hello, hello. All right. I just got a message that streaming failed, but now it says it was recovered. So hopefully we are live and ready to go. We'll give just a moment for folks to join in, the streams to populate. Say hi in the chat if you're watching live on YouTube or Facebook or LinkedIn. All those places are good. Okay, let's go. No matter what organization I have ever worked with who hired me for any reason whatsoever, whether they needed to improve their funding, whether they needed to be scale, whether they were having issues with their board, there is one challenging area we always seem to come to at some point, and that is having the right fit team members. And the best way to ensure you have the right fit team members is to hire the right people. So today I want to give you 4 tips for better hiring. And listen up, even if you're saying, oh, this one isn't for me because I'm not hiring right now. This is totally for you, because even if you are not hiring right now, tip number 1 applies to you, because someday you will probably be hiring. And tip number 1 is to always be looking. Always be identifying people who you'd like to hire, right? Keep a list of people to go to. Wow, I'd like to work with them someday. I can't tell you how many times I've been like, I'd love to work with that person. Like, I'm not hiring right now, but I'm going to keep in touch with them. 2 years later, 3 years later, I'm like, it's the time. And I reach out to them and they're like, yes, oh my God, I'd love to work with you. Right. So always be looking. Do not start building your list of potential candidates when you're ready to hire. You should always be building a list of potential candidates who are great fits for your organization. Tip number 2. And this one, I had a client recently do this, and they were like, oh my God, Sarah, this used to be the thing that I hated most in the hiring process. And now like it was like my most favorite thing to do in the hiring process, as you taught us how to do. Okay, so what is the tip? Write your job posts. Write posts that read like love letters to your ideal client. These should not be like boring notices. We're looking for a full-time equivalent of blah, 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 who's able to lift 50 pounds, blah, blah. A love letter, right? Like, if you're the kind of person who loves long walks on the beach, no, I'm just kidding. But if you're the kind of person who believes in putting people first, who wants to feel like there's space to innovate in their job, that they're making a real difference in the world, that that in their organization everybody practices what they preach, whatever it is, write a love letter to that ideal candidate, really, and make it long, right? Like most job postings, there is no word limit, right? So make it long, right? Talk about what kind of person you're looking for, what kind of characteristics and traits and skills, but skills is like the lower priority thing, right? You want a great fit team member first and foremost. And then you can get into skills and give examples. If doing this like makes you go, yay, and if doing that makes you go, oh, right, you're the right person for us. Talk about yourselves, but not in a boring way, not like we were founded in 1963, right? Talk about what you love, what you're all about, what your mission stands for, what your values stand for, right? Talk about that stuff. Don't be shy to go on and on and on. Okay, now speaking of your job post, tip number 3, the job post title, right? The thing that you put in the top bar, the thing that when people search shows up, make it stand out. Think of it like the headline in an ad, which is exactly what it is. um, and the first thing I like to do is I go for the kind of job I'm hiring for, and I'll search Indeed or other places that are like big job posting sites. And I look through and I say like, "Oh, how are they standing out? What are they highlighting in their headlines? How do I make mine stand out?" Like maybe it's boring, 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 or like you have space here, not infinite space this time. So choose your words carefully and make that headline really call out and grab the people who are the kind of people you want to apply and repel the people who you don't want to reply, because let's face it, you're going to waste a lot of time if you're not actively repelling people who shouldn't be applying. Okay, are you ready for tip number 4? When you hire, you make the job offer with a trial period. Usually something like 90 days is appropriate. Depends on the context of the role in your organization, but that's a ballpark for you to start thinking about. And set it up with, we're offering you this job. We think you're a great fit. We'd like to start with a trial period. We will reevaluate and make sure at that point that it is a right fit for both of us. What this does is it keeps them, really giving you their best performance, showing you what they can do. And it creates an opportunity, if you don't love it, to let them go in a way that's kind, compassionate, not a surprise, and easier for you. I can't tell you how many times somebody has made a bad fit hire and they keep saying, well, it'll get better. Or it feels uncomfortable to let them go. We just hired them and it doesn't get better. And it drags on for like a year or 2 years and they never let them go. And they should have just had trial period, realized it wasn't the right fit, because as much as you can try to get to know somebody in that interview process, and I have a lengthy process if you'd like to know about it. I have a course that I used to deliver as part of the Thrive program, thinking about making it available individually. So let me know if you're interested. If I get enough interest, I will make it available individually. And in this process, we do 3 to 4 interviews per candidate, and some of them are long. And it's still not perfect, right? We can still have bad fits. But even with that, right, we still want the trial period. And for those of you who are just doing one interview, then we need to talk, because you need to be doing more than that in your hiring process. So those are my tips today. Quick summary. My 4 tips for better hiring is always be looking. Write job posts that read like a love letter to your ideal candidates. The job post title is a headline, so make it stand out. And number 4, begin the work with a trial period. Until next time, I wish you all the best. Bye.